So earlier today I was using some cleaning solution. It's in a Windex bottle, but it's not Windex. I think I mixed like a Pine Sol and water solution. But I was getting ready to put it away, and I never noticed it. When I glanced at it, it said I saw 100% ocean-bound plastic. And I was like, well, damn, they don't even try to hide the fact that they're just going to toss this shit in the ocean, you know? But then, like, when you look in little bitty letters, it says bottle made of 100% ocean-bound plastic. I mean, that just struck me as funny, you know? I mean, it's like, hey, we're throwing this shit in the ocean. Go us. And it just made me laugh. I don't know. I've got a weird sense of humor that way. Anyway, hope you guys found it funny. So, to the matter at hand. What's crackin', peeps? Texas Triple Tapper back again with another knife review. This one I'm really excited about. This knife is probably the most comfortable knife I've ever held. I also really like the way that just there's these little appointments about it that just make it really cool. It is a buck knife, as the name implies. What's also really cool is that it has a forever warranty. And if I had to guess, that probably has something to do with the fact that it's made in China. So that's a huge downside. I'm super keen on buying things as much as possible that are made right here in the good old US of A. But forever warranty can't be too bad. So let's take a look. So it comes with a molded Kydex type sheath. It's got, you can adjust the placement of this so it can sit a little higher or lower. I think you could even loosen these so it'll go up and go down. It's even got some more spots for bolts, and I mean, you can do all kinds of configurations. It's got a fire steel with it, but look how cool this is. So if you look really close, you see that little maroon piece. It's to get out, so you just turn it and pull it. And this is the fire steel. It's got some nice paracord on it. This part right here fits into the thumb and forefinger really well to use. And then when you're done, you stick it back in like so and turn it, and it's not coming out. Or if you want to do it the other way, you can have it that way and pull out and down. But either way, it's gonna stay locked in place because it's got that little divot thing there that keeps it in place. And I just think that's really cool. You can also adjust the tension of this sheath, which is really cool. If you like a firm placement, which I kind of do. There's no rattling, so it's in there really well. It's also really cool if you look right here. There's some grip, some texturing here, so it gives you a little bit of assistance with your thumb as you're trying to bring the knife out. I mean, it's really stiff now because it's brand new, but I mean, I'm hardly exerting any, I'm not pulling straight up. But even if you wanted to, you can still, give it a push and just, give it a little bit of assistance. So I think that's really cool. So now, let's take a gander at the knife. I think this knife is just absolutely beautiful. The handle is really well done. It's, it's not micarta. I'm actually not 100% sure what it is made of, but I really like the way that this fits. It's got that kind of swell here in the middle, which for guys with bigger hands like me, I really like that. I can grab it really tight and it's not digging in. Even my Carta can feel a little aggressive. So can the G10. Those are really aggressive. Some people like that. I just happen to be a person that doesn't. Plus right here you've got just a tiny little cutout there. You can, put your finger there. I wouldn't do it for me. It's just not big enough. There needs to be, needs to be beveled out quite a bit more and more separation right here, because I mean you're right on that blade. But even without doing that, you can get pretty high up on this knife and really do some fine woodworking type stuff. I mean, it's got a razor sharp edge on it. You can kind of hear that. And I mean, and the grind, the polish, it's just beautiful. And I mean, it's not a huge knife, but I mean, it's really cool. It falls under that bushcraft type knife, but I mean, this is also something that, I mean, you could use in the home if you wanted to. I mean, I don't think it would quite suit you like as a chef's knife, but I mean, you could use it for some things if you wanted to. In my opinion, I don't think it jumps out as that classic survival type knife. If we contrast it to one of the Tops knives that I've shown before, I mean, you just see the difference. It's got the pommel, the lanyard hole, the bow drill, the finger spot here. The texturing here is much more aggressive, and it feels different. This has that little swell, but I don't think it's quite as pronounced as it is here, at least, because here it goes, it's much more of a longer. This is kind of a whoop. But anyway, and then too, you look, I mean, this thing is just held in there, and you could come in from the bottom. Something could push it out and you could lose this thing, and it doesn't have the spots for your finger, so you're just holding that round steel, and the whole thing is metal. This is actually like plastic, so you might get a better grip on it. But like I said, in my opinion, this doesn't scream survival knife, Rambo type knife, but I definitely would not be hesitant to take this bad boy out. I would even carry this knife. In fact, I think I'm gonna start carrying it. Probably, I think if I carry it, I probably won't carry the fire steel, because for everyday use, unless I'm going hiking, camping, or whatever, I'm not going to use the fire steel, and so could just take off a little bit of weight for me. But like I said, this is a really cool knife. Let's see how it does on a business card. This is my business card. It's pretty thick, so let's see. Ooh, no problem whatsoever. Cuts it clean. There's no tearing at all. It's clean. So I mean, this bad boy is razor sharp. I like that. So Buck knives, I kind of told this story on another one of my videos, and when I was a kid, this scar right here, it's about, I don't know, half an inch or so wide. I had taken my father's Buck knife. It was black and stainless steel. I'll never ever ever forget it. It was a little bit longer than this one, not quite as wide, and I don't think it had this on it. And I was whittling some wood trying to make a spike or a spear, or I don't know what I was doing, and it slipped, and I just cut my finger, and I just kept going. You know, the knife was razor sharp. I barely felt it. And it wasn't a super deep cut, thank goodness. It didn't mess with any tendons or anything, or you know, nothing major. I still have, you know, full function of my hand. But all of a sudden I felt this stuff running down my arm, and I looked and I was like, oh shit, I'm bleeding. And the first thing that popped into my mind was like, you know, it wasn't about me getting an infection or, you know, I'm gonna need stitches. It was like, my mama is gonna beat the hell out of me. And she didn't, you know. My mother was a nurse, and you know, she took care of it at home. I didn't even have to go to the doctor. My mom knew exactly what to do. But yeah, I don't think we ever told my father. But yeah, interesting. That was my first experience with buck knives, and let's just hope that all future experiences are better than that one. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Buck Knives make some really awesome, high quality knives. I want to say this was under $100. I'll put a link in the description down below if you guys wanna check it out. I got it on Amazon. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, you know where to leave them. Until next time, Texas Triple Tapper, out.